What happens when a well-brought-up boy forgets where he came from and leaves 11 broken hearts behind? Let's find out in this intriguing story. Once upon a time, in the quiet village of Nkuta, there lived a young man named Emeka. He was 19 years old. Everyone in the village knew him as a quiet boy. He helped his mother with farming, swept the compound, and greeted elders with respect. Life in the village was not easy, but Emeka was content. One day, a letter came from the city. It was from Uncle Pascal, his mother's older brother. He owned a paint shop in a busy township and had helped many village boys learn a trade and start life. Now, it was Emeka's turn. His mother danced and thanked God. "This is your chance, my son. Don't waste it," she said with tears in her eyes. Emeka packed his small bag and left for the city. The city was loud and full of color. Cars honked. Lights blinked at night. The buildings looked like giants. Uncle Pascal welcomed Emeka warmly. "Here, you will learn. You will grow. But don't forget who you are," he warned. At first, Emeka listened. He swept the shop, served customers, and learned how to mix colors. But slowly, something started changing. He saw how city boys dressed, how they walked with girls, how they spoke with big words and made others laugh. He wanted that too. He wanted to be admired, to be noticed. And before anyone could stop him, he was no longer the boy from the village. Emeka started changing. He stopped coming early to the shop. When he finally showed up, it was always late in the morning. He would walk in wearing tight shirts, dark sunglasses, and shiny chains. He no longer looked like a boy learning a trade. He looked like someone chasing attention. Uncle Pascal noticed. One day, he said, "Emeka, what is happening to you? This is not why you came here." But Emeka only smiled and said, "It's fashion now, uncle. You won't understand." Soon, Emeka began chasing girls around the neighborhood. He started lying. He told them he owned the paint shop. He said he had a car. He told one girl he would marry her. Another girl believed he would buy her a phone. He promised clothes, wigs, rent money, anything they wanted. Emeka used sweet lies to trap them. The girls, young and hopeful, believed him. Then Emeka started stealing. He took money from the shop sales. He used it to buy things for the girls. One asked for a new dress. Another wanted to fix her hair. Emeka gave them all. He thought he was the boss. But slowly, the shop's money started running low. Uncle Pascal became confused. The sales were not matching the money. At night, Emeka could not sleep well. He would stare at the ceiling, feeling empty. Sometimes he looked in the mirror and didn't like what he saw. But he couldn't stop. Pride held him tight. He was afraid to admit he had failed. So he kept lying, kept spending, and kept falling deeper. He even started avoiding his uncle. He would sneak out through the back door, meet with girls, and return late, sometimes drunk. Some of the girls began warning him, "This life you're living will destroy you." But Emeka would laugh. "Nothing can touch me," he said. "I know what I'm doing." He believed he was in control. Emeka became popular in the area. People liked him. He smiled often, joked with customers, and moved with swag. Even at the shop, customers would ask, "Where is that fine boy that works here?" Uncle Pascal was proud. He thought Emeka was growing well. But Emeka's secret life was about to explode. One afternoon, a young girl walked into the shop. She had a swollen belly. Her face looked tired. She asked, "Where is Emeka? Tell him I'm pregnant." Uncle Pascal froze. Before he could speak, the girl left. 2 days later, another girl came. Then another. And another. Within 2 weeks, 11 girls had shown up, each carrying the same story. Some came crying. Some came with their mothers. One even brought her elder brother. They were all angry. They said Emeka had lied to them, slept with them, and abandoned them. Among the girls was Lisa, Uncle Pascal's wife's niece who had lived under his roof for years. She too was pregnant. That was the final blow. Uncle Pascal broke down. The shame was too much. He stopped going to the shop. He stopped eating. People whispered whenever he walked by. That's the man whose boy spoiled the whole community. Customers stopped coming. The shop became empty. Emeka cried, but the damage was already done. His life had turned upside down. His mother was called from the village. When she arrived and saw everything, she fell to her knees and began to wail. Her voice echoed down the street. Emeka couldn't even speak. He sat on the floor, his hands on his head, shaking, wishing he could disappear. Uncle Pascal told Emeka to leave his house. You have shamed me. You cannot stay here anymore, he said with tears in his eyes. Emeka moved from one friend's place to another, but nobody wanted him. Some girls who once loved him now looked away. Many had dropped out of school. One girl's family demanded he pay money or face police. Another girl's brother beat him in public. He was now a disgrace. He tried going back to the village, but his mother's relatives refused him. Don't bring shame here, they said. Stay in the city. One day, Emeka saw Uncle Pascal at the market. He ran to greet him, but the old man looked away and walked past him like a stranger. That day, Emeka felt like a ghost. He had nothing left. No home. No love. No future. At night, Emeka sat under the bridge. He cried quietly. He whispered to the wind, "Why did I do this? Why didn't I stop?" But the answer never came. Only pain remained. Time passed. Emeka had nothing left. No home. No job. No friends. He now lived near the back of a small church, where an old woman gave him bread every morning. He was no longer the boy with fine clothes or big lies. He was just a boy trying to survive. But the pain he caused did not disappear. Out of the 11 girls Emeka got pregnant, 3 left town out of shame. Their parents couldn't take the gossip, so they packed and went away. One of the girls lost her baby because of stress. Another one almost took her own life before her family found her and stopped her. 2 girls had to stop school. Their parents could no longer afford fees with a baby coming. One girl was beaten by her own father. Another was kicked out of the house. One girl's baby had health issues because she had no proper care. Lisa, Uncle Pascal's wife's niece, was sent to live with a distant aunt in another town. She never spoke to Emeka again. Her uncle still couldn't look Emeka in the eye. One day, Emeka heard that one of the mothers had given birth to twins. He wanted to visit, to say sorry, but he was too ashamed. Some of the girls' families were still angry. Others had moved on, but the pain stayed. To survive, Emeka started carrying goods in a wheelbarrow at the market. People insulted him. Children pointed and laughed. Some of the girls passed him and walked away like he didn't exist. But Emeka never said a word. His heart had learned silence. He no longer chased women. He no longer lied. Each night, he would sit beside a bucket of water and look at his face. He would whisper, "I destroyed lives. But maybe one day, I will do something good." If you've ever seen someone throw away their future for a few moments of pleasure, subscribe to hear more true life folktales like this. This story may be fiction, but the pain it shows is very real. Moral of the story: a few minutes of pleasure can destroy many years of hard work. Self-control, respect, and truth are better than charm and sweet lies. The pain you cause others will come back to teach you, sometimes when it's too late. Emeka lost it all because he wanted fast pleasure. Let his story be a warning. Hold your values. Stay focused. Respect people. Control your desires. In the end, it's better to build slowly than to destroy quickly. The end.